Okay, Catherine, I'm gonna record this class. I'm waiting for you, but if you can't enter today, doesn't matter. I'm going to explain something. To talk about social issues in this unit, it's not only important the passive voice of the verb should and must. Yes, something must be done about a problem. Something should be done or shouldn't be done about a problem. We can use too this that we call and we know question tags. Okay, tag questions. Remember that a tag question is a short question at the end of a sentence. So really this sentence is a question, okay? But there is an exception, and this is the exception. The tag question can be affirmative or negative. So we know that when I say, today is a beautiful day. Do you think so? Do you agree with me? Do you have another opinion? What do you think about my opinion? Well, instead of saying all these questions, yes, today is a beautiful day. What do you think about it? Do you have the same opinion? Can you add something else? We can use only a tag question. So remember that the tag questions can be affirmative or negative, depending on the sentence. If I say today is a sunny day, the sentence is affirmative. Today is a sunny day. So the question tag is negative. What is the verb here? Today is a sunny day. Is the verb to be is singular. So affirmative, negative. Today is a person, he or she. No, is something, is it. So it is a beautiful day. Today is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. What is the negative tag question? Affirmative, negative, isn't it? Today is a beautiful day, isn't it? Right? What happens if the sentence is negative? Today isn't raining. Today isn't raining. Again, the verb is the verb to be, negative, isn't. So, negative, affirmative. Is it? Today isn't raining. Is it? Today isn't raining. Is it? So, affirmative sentences, negative tag questions, negative sentences, affirmative tag questions. Right. What happens? In this unit, I'm going to use the tag questions to give an opinion. So if I say, today is a beautiful day, is my opinion. Yes, today is a beautiful day. Today isn't foggy, is my opinion. Yes. The tag questions, when the sentence is an opinion, the tag questions have always falling intonation. Is it? Isn't it? Doesn't it? Don't you? Do you? Did they? Did they? Instead of did they, say did they? So, aren't you? Right? When the intonation of the tag question is falling, it's because the sentence that you give, that you expressed, the sentence was your opinion. So you say, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? No, isn't it? Right? It isn't foggy, is it? It isn't foggy, is it? Okay? So this is important for you to know. The questions can be talking about affirmative sentence, talking about negative sentence. The sentence is affirmative, the tag question is negative, the sentence is negative, the tag question is affirmative, and the intonation of the tag question, negative or affirmative, the intonation is always falling intonation. Is it? Is it? Does it? Doesn't it? Okay? Aren't you? Doesn't matter. Will you? Right? So falling intonation. This is the first thing. I sent you yesterday this page that you have to do as a homework. You are going to look at the different situations that are social issues, and you have to use, pay attention to give it your opinion, the passive voice of should or shouldn't or ought to. Right? So you look at the problem and you give your opinion about what should be done, what shouldn't be done, what ought to be done. This is one homework. The second homework I sent you is this that you have, if you look at your WhatsApp. You have to read, it's a reading comprehension. You have to read 3 different situations. Have you ever been so annoyed with a friend or neighbor that you did something to annoy him or her in return? What did your neighbor do, etc.? So you have to read 3 problems, 3 situations, 3 social issues, 1, 2, 3. After you read them, after reading them, you have to do the exercise. That is, read the post on an internet site, and you have to tell me, what is the problem? What is here, number 1, the problem? Problem number 2, problem number 3. Then, first attempt to solve. So here, there was one attempt, one intention to stop with the problem, to solve the problem. Which was it? Here and here. And number 3, the final solution. Which was the final solution for this problem, from this issue? What was the final solution for this issue? And what was the final solution for this issue? Okay, this is the homework that you have to do. But today, I'm going to send this page. This page is, you have to complete with question tags. Here, you have to tell me if we have this, all the vocabulary is very useful for this unit that we talk about situations, problems, issues. The second exercise that is here, number 7, is you have a noun or a verb, and you have to give me the other word. For example, if the verb is abolish, there should be a law to abolish smoking outside. Yes, completely. So abolish. But what is the noun? You say abolition. So abolition is a noun, abolish is a verb. Okay, you have to do the same here. The same noun or verb. And here you have to write examples. You have to write 8 sentences using one of these words. Yes, you have to write. And if you want, you can use what? You can, the idea of try to write, if it is your opinion, a tag question. So this is what you have to do. Now, I'm going to read from the book some examples. Example number 1 says, health insurance, listen to this, health insurance is really expensive, right? Health insurance is really expensive. This is my opinion. Is expensive. Health insurance is expensive. So the question tag is, isn't it? Health insurance, object, no person. So it, isn't it? Number 2, there are a lot of criminals in the city. There are a lot of criminals in the city. So are is the verb, but here we have there, no he, she, it, we, you, they. As a subject, we have there. So here you have to write there, and we have are, affirmative, negative. So there are lots of criminals in the city. Aren't there? Is my opinion. Number 3, graffiti. Graffiti makes everything look ugly. An opinion. Graffiti makes everything look ugly. Someone doesn't like graffiti. So the person has this opinion. Graffiti makes. So graffiti, it. But makes is a verb in the present. And the verb in the present has 2 auxiliaries, do or does. Makes, affirmative. What is the negative auxiliary? Doesn't. So graffiti makes everything look ugly, doesn't it? Example number 4. Colleges should provide daycare. Colleges should provide daycare. This is something that yesterday watching television here in Uruguay, the director of the university, the principal, said that they are trying to have the money in order for students, doesn't matter if it is a boy or a girl, I mean, a mother or a father, sometimes they can't go to the university, or they have to lose some classes when they have a child, a baby at home, or a young child, 1 year old, 2 years old. So what do? They are trying to do, they are going to have a special place where parents can leave their children, yes, in the university. Yes, while they are studying, someone is taking care of their kids. Excellent idea. So colleges should provide daycare. Colleges, plural, they should, affirmative. Should, shouldn't. Must, mustn't. Can, can't. Will, won't. Understand? So when it's a modal verb, it's the modal verb, affirmative or negative. Number 5. Childcare isn't cheap. Childcare isn't cheap. Well, now the sentence is negative. All of these are positive, affirmative, this is negative. Childcare isn't. Childcare. Object, it. Isn't, so is it. There aren't enough police. There aren't, many people maybe can say there aren't enough police on the streets. There aren't enough police. There aren't. So, are there? Are there? It's an opinion. People don't care about our city. People don't care about our city. People, plural, they. Don't. Negative, do. Do they? You can't find affordable childcare. You can't find. You can't. So here we have modal verb should, negative shouldn't. Here we have modal verb can't, can. So you can't, can you? Okay? So this is the idea to how we can explain the tag questions. I think that you understand because it's not so so difficult. And I remember that I tried to explain this 2 years ago to refresh our memory and try to do, the reason why is that you have to do an exercise using these question tags as opinions. That's okay? This is the class today. Today's class is this, to use not only the passive voice of the verb should or must in order to give our opinion about something, a problem, but to use tag questions in order to give an opinion. And the tag question always with falling intonation. That's okay? Okay. See you next class, that is on Thursday at 3:30, right? Okay. Let me see.